Well, to some, it's just the name of a Long Island street. To others, it's a name that stirs up ugly memories of a racist past.
Well, now change could be coming to that street in Nassau County, the village of Malverne. It's all because of the work being done by some students.
Yeah, Pick 7's James Ford is live to explain tonight. James.
And we are talking about the roots of this village, particularly about a man who was among those who built one of the first buildings here, the one behind me. A warning, some of the images in this story some viewers may find disturbing. Imagery like this, promoting white supremacy, is often associated with the Ku Klux Klan in the American South and other places far from here. But people in one small Long Island community say it's a part of their village's past that they need to confront. It's a street sign for a place that's only 5 blocks long, but Lindner Place is attached to a deep history that residents want the village of Malverne to step away from.
You requested a formal proposal. You received it. You requested ample resources and a research report. You received it.
That's Olivia Brown, a resident of Malverne, testifying before the village board. She's one of about 24 students from the village and surrounding communities who put together this more than 120-page report about Paul Lindner, who named the street for himself when he owned this land more than a century ago. Their work concludes that Lindner was not someone of whom the village should be proud.
He was the Grand Cyclops, meaning that he was the head of the area here, and then he became the Grand Titan, which meant that he was in charge of Nassau, Suffolk, and part of Queens.
Lindner led the Ku Klux Klan in the 1920s. Among its many terrorist acts, it burned down an orphanage for African-American children in Yaphank.
The Ku Klux Klan burned it down. Father Quinn rebuilt it, and the Ku Klux Klan burned it down again, all at a time when Paul Lindner was in charge.
There's a long history of race issues here. Martin Luther King came in 1965 to promote integrating the schools, and in the years after his assassination, students tried to get the street's name changed. It still hasn't happened. However, after calls for racial equity 2 years ago, students got involved again, leading the effort. The decision will be up to the village board, led by Mayor Keith Corbett.
I'm in favor of changing the name if it's going to provide the unity and the necessary peace we need for Malverne to continue to be Malverne.
It's still not a done deal, as a 15-year-old leader of the effort points out.
I will continue working on this until it's done. Changes made by people who constantly push for their cause and want to see it through.
And the students' research shows that Lindner was asked to remove himself from the group of builders of this, one of the original buildings, because his finances were so bad. They say it shows that he was not